Today we are going to read this book, Truth Without Apologies. So I think I'm going to read chapter 20, 31 because in previous one I have done my 30 chapters. So now it's really high time to read it 31. So in 31 chapter we it's all about before you win, ask what are you winning. All your success are meaningless if your goal itself is unwise. Success does not lie in doing any random thing just to fulfill a blind desire or worse, to please a crowd. You must know who you are and what you really need. Victory lies first in choosing the right battle to fight. If you fight the wrong battle, isn't it victory worse than defeat? There is no success in chasing a foolish goal and managing to attain it if the goal itself is unworthy, and what glory is there in attaining it more speedily than others? So do not ask how do I get success in whatever I do. By asking such terms, you are trivializing actions. Whatever in your questions is a gaping wounds, close it. Once one does not do whatever, much more thoughts, much more considerations must go into what is worthy of being done. Only two types of actions are worthy it. One that arise from your inner fulfillment, the very dance of joy, and two, that which takes you towards fulfillment, the courage of love, the light of wisdom. So pause, reflect, take your life, take your time, be open, alert, and inquisitive. Life is a precious time, is it not to be squandered chasing unworthy goals? Okay, now chapter 32, the myth of free time. Life deserves purpose and passions. True freedom is found in meaningful work, not empty idleness. The surest way to squander time is by engaging oneself emotionally in some little thing, thinking continuously and remaining wastefully embroiled. Life means time. Every second is a precious. One is a born in the bondage of physical tendency, and one grows up to a gather more bondage from society and influence. The purpose of life is to unlearn as much as you can, refine yourself as much as you can, and liberate yourself as much as you can. Like the branches of the mighty tree, grow freely in all possible directions and contemptuous of everything that tries to keep you in limits. Don't allow time to just pass by. Hold the moment by the scruff and extract the maximum value. You shouldn't have even a second of the so called free time. Sounds strange, but please think about it. All your time must be occupied in liberative, loving, courageous, and endeavors. One somehow complete his daily task, return. Life means time. Every second is a precious. One is born in the bondage of physical tendency, and one grows up together more bondage from society and influence. The purpose of life is to unlearn as much as you can, refine yourself as much as you can, and liberate yourself as much as you can, like the branches of the mighty tree. Grow freely in all possible directions, contemptuous of everything that tries to keep you in limit. Don't allow time to just pass by. Hold the moment by the scruff and extract the maximum value. You shouldn't have even a second of the so called free time. Sounds strange, but please think about it. All your time must be occupied in liberate, loving, courageous endeavors. One somehow complete his daily task, return to his place and slumps on the couch and says, now this is my free time. Where is the TV remote? This is not free time, this is a bondage time. And the word free is a scared word. It can't be used casually. What does one mean by free? Free of what? Real freedom is freedom from our internal bondage. So, what is a free time then? Time spent in pursuit of freedom, only such time deserves to be called free time. Otherwise, the free time that we normally give ourselves is just as toxic. Nothing does us greater this service than this so-called free time. Think of all the nonsense that people do in their free time. In fact, most nonsense gets done only in free time. Think of what people need free time for. For for great activities, for stuff that liberates the mind, elevates the consciousness. Well, quite the contrary. Time is to be spent in pursuit of the highest that life can give you in the real sense. Only such a liberate pursuit can be called work. Work is not just the putting together of a career and livelihood. Life is a short. There is a scared work to do, a free place to reach. When your actions carries all your love for freedom, all your truth, your totally sincerity, only then you should say, this is my free time. Free time isn't it about freedom from work? Free time is when you work the hardest in love of freedom. Chapter 33. Nothing lasts but the joke. Don't accord the statues of beyond to anything. Everything is a dispensable. Nothing here is a permanent or indestructible. Don't raise futile hopes. Life is a good to live a good rumored contempt towards the world and obviously yourself. Treat it all as a bit of a joke. Show me anything that is really the way you think of. Show me something that remains tomorrow as it is today. Show me something that doesn't believe your expectation. The wise person does not let impermanence means um, nothing, not temporary, nothing lasts forever, I think. Everything changes, fades, get too big on him. She knows the game of situations today, this thing, tomorrow something else. These things are not loyal to anybody. They are not committed to anybody. They will not loyal to anybody. They are not committed to anybody. They will not stand by anybody. They are fleeting, impermanent will oh the wisp kinds. Sing carefully. All that is a scene is a impermanence. Stability is a mm, marriage we rely on. The mature mind does not give too much weightage to the impermanent. At least it does not allow the impermanent to disguise as unchanging and dependable. Things are a things, thoughts are a thoughts, and people are a people, all ever changing. They will not fulfill your craving for stability and security, just as a sequence of food items on a cinema screen can't be satisfied your hungry. We have a stake in amazing objects to be unchanging, permanent, and hence dependable. We want to feel secure by clinging to reliable objects. Hence, we deliberately ignore the impermanent fact of things and imagine them to be frozen in time. Isn't it the self-deceptions to expect things to be as per your image of them to invite suffering? Chapter 35. Joy, the hardest pleasure. The joy of overcoming yourself is a much deeper and more authentic than the fleeting pleasure of indulging yourself. Joy is a not ordinary pleasure, not ordinary happiness. It takes you higher, but it is a very demanding and exciting pleasure. The lower kinds of pleasure are cheap. You can get them easily. Go sell yourself, get drunk, crash in your brothel. Low pleasures are yours for the taking. Go binge and pass out. Most of our pleasures degrade us, but equally one cannot live without pleasure. Let us then choose the higher kind of pleasure, one that comes with elevations of a consciousness. Such elevating pleasure is a difficult one. The wise ones have given It is a special name to differentiate it from ordinary pleasure joy. The right pleasure is a difficult, hence we opt for low pleasures. If you think you are doing something right in life and yet there isn't it a difficult joy, then you are mistaken. Most of the time, our default inner movement comes from the wrong center. The right movement, you have to be very careful about it. It is a sensitive, delicate thing. It has to be crafted, it has to be engineered with all your intelligence and devotions. In contrast, the default thing is like a free fall in gravity. It just happens. What does it taken to fly an airplane of 35,000 feet? Generations of engineering. What does it take for a plane to crash? Nothing. One drunk pilot and the plane is gone. It is always easier to fall. Go for the right kind of pleasure. Wisdom is about having a great pleasures. Love is about attempting the highest flights, the kind that normal people do not even think of. Chapter 39. Your goals are not yours. There is no wave in the mind that arises on its own. The mind is a dependent on the world, and the world is a dependent on the mind. What is the goal for a terrorist? Kill. What is the goal for a Hindu? Temple. What is the goal for a Muslim? Mosque. What is the goal for a fly? Uh, Dirt and rubbish. What is the goal for a hormones driven body? Physical pleasure. What is the goal for a greedy mind? Money. What is the goal for a bored mind? Entertainment. What is the goal for a dependent mind? Social expectations. What is the goal for a insecure mind? A support. What is the goal that the mind chases? That which is a condition to chase. What is the mind? A random completions of stuff that the ego has mistakenly accumulated. Okay, so in next video we are going to read the 36th chapter. Okay, so bye. Thank you.